This is Dr. Sanjiv from Nepal. This is my first video for students who are aspirants of MBBS in Nepal, and I hope the content I'm going to discuss today will help all our friends to become MBBS entrance winners. Today we have randomly taken a topic from class 11, Kingdom Animalia. Main focus today that I'm doing on the way that we use to prepare for MBBS entrance exam that we can do from class 12 or after finishing class 12. So smart students, they begin their preparation from class 12, that within 1 year they have a good experience of entrance, as well as it also helps in boosting class 12 board exam scores. As we know, TU, Trivandrum University, which exam is organized by Institute of Medicine Maharajganj, mainly focuses on physics, chemistry, and biology. So we have picked a topic from class 11, Zoology. This is a very vital chapter, though it seems general, it seems common. Without doing any delay, we are going to discuss Kingdom Animalia. This is taken from Zoology of class 11. The textbook we use in Nepal. So this entrance preparation way is mainly for Nepalese students. And I hope after learning this, viewers are requested to send me comments and their ideas, because they will boost me to make improvement in next chapters. And I would also like to listen from you that what improvements should be made in videos and what additional points should be given, as well as you can also suggest me the vital chapters and difficult one that we often feel is difficult to deal. And I have planned to give all of my friends complete package for TU MBBS entrance exam. So we will discuss all the three subjects. There are physics, chemistry, and biology. So we are picking this one, Kingdom Animalia. Important terms used in characters and classification of organisms. There are 5 points we are going to discuss in today's video. Obviously, there are several textbooks available in the market, but we can follow one very well. And learning chapter for board exam and for MBBS entrance exam is a bit different. We are going to fill this with today's discussion. I will speak slowly and I will try my best to speak in correct English pronunciation. I hope that my friends, all my friends, can copy some important points. But the main thing that I expect from all of my friends is we can preview the chapter for a few times and then listen to the video. Then it's going to be far more effective. Let's go. First one is cellularity. As MBBS entrance aspirants, we have to learn like cellularity will be divided into two types, unicellular and multicellular. Obviously, cell is the basic unit of life and basic unit of organism that we know. So, for unicellular, we understand. If we understand it, we have already learned it, then we don't need to spend a lot of time on its definition and etc. etc. So, unicellular or acellular, just one cell. Yeah, we can take example protozoa. Then multicellular, second type. Obviously, multicellular will have more than one cell. That is cells, okay? So, they are also called, important term, metazoan. So, all organisms except protozoans are kept in multicellular or metazoans. Now, second point. Body layer. Body layer types. Okay, so according to the view of body layers, it is divided into two types: diploblastic and triploblastic. Okay, we have to think what is diploblastic and what is triploblastic. Obviously, diplo 2 and triplo 3. So in diploblastic, ectoderm, endoderm. Triploblastic, ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Example of diploblastic. Two examples we are going to discuss in the chapter today: sponges and Coelenterata. In one hand, we are preparing our contents for entrance, okay, to win MBBS entrance of TU, Nepal. But on the other hand, we are also focusing on correct English pronunciation of words. We shouldn't speak words haphazardly or in our own way. We have to learn from dictionary, from Google, that what's the correct pronunciation according to their phonetics. Second type, triploblastic. Examples: most of the animals are triploblastic except protozoans, poriferans, and coelenterate. Okay, now we are going to go to third part, body organization. Body organization types: cellular grade, tissue grade, after tissue, organ grade, and after organ, system grade. So all will be like cellular grade organization, tissue grade organization, organ grade organization, and system grade organization. Cellular grade organization. Obviously it's easy, okay, as average students, okay, I mean to say most of the students know this one. So in my view, if I feel something is not very important, we are not going to waste a very time on it, and we are going to discuss just important points. So cellular grade organization, obviously, if we know unicellular, acellular, obviously we understand this one easily, that an individual is made of cells only, and these cells means here is cell perform all its activities independently. For example, examples are important. Porifers, for example, cycon and leukocyte. Tissue, okay, we know that group of cells which are similar in shape and structure perform a specific function collectively. Tissue grade organization. Now, important point. We are discussing, please focus on it. In Cellularity, okay, in Cellularity, there is predominantly cellular grade organization, but tissue grade organization from here, as nerve cells form a network, a sort of tissue. Let's jump to next one. Organ grade organization. Different tissues combine to form organ which perform specific function. For example, nose, trachea, lungs, they are all organs. And finally, they combine to form respiratory system. That's another story. Next one, brain, spinal cord. For formation of nervous system. So here, if there is no need of example and name of the animal is not very important, we are going to escape that. We are going to jump to next one. System grade organization. Now, organ, yeah? So organ collectively. Different organs collectively perform a specific function. Now, to form a definite system. Where, for example, in all the chordates. That's a very important thing. System grade organization is found in all the chordates. Okay, we are going to jump to the next point, body surfaces. Body surfaces types. 6. Anterior and posterior and dorsal surface, ventral surface, depressed body, laterally compressed. In my opinion, dorsal and ventral surfaces idea is very important because I was also confused when I was in class 9, 10 and even in 11. That time, because of poor guidance that I got confused since my learning in MBBS, and very many times, because confusion is not good. We should be very clear. Anterior end, okay, posterior end. Let's think, all we friends, let's think, is there any confusion in anterior and posterior end? I don't think so. It's easy, yeah? Anterior end, for example, part of body which moves forward, for example, mouth. Okay, anterior and posterior, just opposite side to anterior end. Dorsal surface, ventral surface. Now, the vital thing that we need to focus and we need to keep in mind, the upper surface is dorsal surface which faces towards the sky in natural posture. We have to remember and keep in mind, learn by heart this definition for dorsal surface, and later we'll learn other thing, which one is dorsal for human being, okay, ventral for human being, for fish or for rabbit, whatever, no problem. But the definition that I have just told you all guys is very vital, is the main line, key. Ventral surface, the undersurface which faces towards the ground in natural pose. Okay. Depressed body, laterally compressed. Dorsoventrally pressed or flattened is called depressed body. And laterally compressed is flattened laterally. Okay, that's enough. Here, among these six, most of the time students get confused in dorsal and ventral surfaces, because I have experience of MBBS entrance preparation and I have gone through it. I have suffered by these terms, so I can understand this thing. That's why I'm discussing with all of you. Okay, next we are going to jump to symmetry. So now, according to symmetry, organism or animal are divided into three types. What are they? First, we have to discuss types: bilateral symmetry, radial or biradial symmetry, and the last one is asymmetry. Obviously, asymmetry, from a word we can understand no symmetry. Yeah, so we can take example of amoeba. Yeah, and symmetry means equal half. Okay, so we go to bilateral symmetry. It's a definition, an easy way to understand. The body plan, when animal is cut longitudinally or medially, it will be divided into exactly equal and similar halves, and each half is mirror image of or each half is the mirror image to one another. Examples: platyhelminthes and caudators. Now next, radial or biradial symmetry. Radial or biradial symmetry is more easy or easier to make two equal halves. In this way we can think we have to cut it from any side, remembering or keeping in mind that it should pass through the central axis. Then the body can be divided into exact, equal and similar halves. Now we can think, what kind of animals will go or will follow radial or biradial symmetry. So those animals who are mostly spherical or cylindrical, they follow. Examples, very important. Coelenterate and echinodermata. My pronunciation, I hope my friends won't mind that it's awkward, because I'm following Google and dictionary, and I'm following American pronunciation, the phonetics of American pronunciation, and I hope all of my friends will follow the same. Pronunciation of the word is very important if you want to be a doctor of foreign countries as well. Yes? If we want to have our market internationally in future, obviously, many students after MBBS, they have dreamed to complete USMLE, go to America, and many European countries are asking for an apply doctors. So having very good English pronunciation, we can follow England, British English pronunciation, or American English pronunciation. They are a bit different, okay? So most of the time I follow American English pronunciation. Okay, my friends, we have already discussed these 5 points, and I don't want to make today's videos very long. So I hope all my friends enjoy this video. But before we begin this video, previewing the chapter for a few times will be far more effective. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, your comments, and your difficulties that you are feeling. They will boost me to make even far more betterment in the videos for MBBS entrance winners, Nepal, in the coming days. Thank you very much. Best of luck.